Hey, it's Michelle Cunningham, and guess what? I now live in a 2-bedroom apartment. What? Yeah, I know. I will share with you why at the end of this video, but in the interim, I am going to share with you how I am operating an office in a super small bedroom and making it work. So stick with me. All right, so this is my new office and bedroom all in one. So I'm gonna walk you through this space and how I'm using it as my YouTube studio, my shipping department, my office space, my live area, and my bedroom. All in one, and I'll tell you why I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment at the end of this video. So the way that I hung this backdrop is I literally can't really put a lot on the walls here, so I just put 3 little push pins and I put 3D command strips. So I put about 5 of them across the top, just holding it in place, plus a few on the bottom so it keeps completely like straight. And that's actually worked pretty perfect. So the nice thing is I can pull my ring light over to this area and then film. The other super cool thing about this space is because there's so much fabric in the room, as in the bed and the carpet, it doesn't have a lot of echo. So I get really great audio filming from this room. So sometimes we're so excited to have just like walls and everything, but that creates bad audio when you're filming. So over here, I've got my little brain board, which I haven't filled out yet, but that's gonna have my content for the year. So if I ever am short on ideas, I can just look at my brain board right there. These are my favorite artworks for my living room, so I put them in here because they bring me joy. And this little container here has got all my shipping tape in it, as well as some extra notebooks. Down here, I've got jewelry on top of more shipping tape, and then my laminator and my laminating strips, and then a pretty little scent down there that I love. This is my workbook for my 90-day difference, which is a course that I teach every week that teaches people how to build an online brand. If you're like, wait, what is that? I'll put a link in the description. It's on waitlist right now. You can't get in right now, but that's that's like my baby. I teach people how to build an online brand and profit from it. Over here is my print area, as well as things that people frequently order from my website that are ready to roll out. So order comes in, I literally look at this a few times a day, print right to my Rollo printer, which I highly recommend this printer. It's amazing. I got my little labels right there and shoots it out in a second. I stick it on there and I boom, ship it right out. I've got my printer here. I really like this printer, an HP OfficeJet Pro 8710, and it's just really good. I love it. Just had it for years. Down here, I just put things organized by like how I use them. So like this container has got all of my electronics and video stuff. This has got some binders. This is my note cards. This one has like just a few extra random things, mostly like checkbooks and like stuff like that. And then on the bottom, I've got like some paper and just some extra odds and ends down there. So love this little area to store some things. I've got a very simple desk here. The only issue is you do see my cords behind it, but whatever. It's only temporary housing, so it is what it is. And this card, if anybody wants this card, I just bought it. I have no one to give it to. I just bought it because I was like, this is a great card. We live above Trader Joe's now. So if you want this, just write in the comments below, yes, I want that card. And I'll pick a lucky winner and I'm gonna mail it to you. Because like, who wouldn't want this card? This is so cute, right? Just bought it randomly. Anyway, my whole desktop here, this is one big mouse pad, which is great because, you know, stuff spills and it's just easy if I use my mouse wherever I want to use it. It's just one big mouse pad. So that's amazing. There I am. Hi. Here's my camera that I'm using. I feel the need to share this with you. And so I've got my Canon EOS M50 camera, which I'll put a link in the description. This is an amazing camera. And I'm just holding it on this little stand here and I'm able to film. So this is picking up good audio and this is filming, which is awesome. I also just have the necessities on this desk. I have a cold right now, so that's a necessity. Pens and just my favorite pens. I got rid of all the other pens I don't like, and my pink scissors, plus a clock so that when I'm live, I know when I need to not be live. And I keep a notepad for random notes that I have. I also keep my schedule of all my live events right here, so that I don't forget when I need to go live where. These are extra jewelry if I'm rushing and I need to throw some jewelry on. Probably doesn't need to be on my desk, but it is. And then over here, I just have a shredder and I also have a little garbage can next to it. Amazing view. What? I know, that's crazy. Be like, hey, we're living in the penthouse. Actually, it's just a 2-bedroom apartment, but Penthouse sounds cooler. And then this is where I go live from. So literally, when I come and sit right here, is like my shot. So I've got a mirror up there so I can check my makeup before I go live. Got my Stellar Diva ring light. I've got my computer on top of a box. This box is about 12 inches high. And I have it on that box because now this is at eye level. So I don't get a bad angle when I'm shooting here. Got my blue Yeti microphone attached to a shock mount to prevent vibrations. And this arm that I got on Amazon for like 15 bucks. In addition, I put a pop filter in front of it, so when I say the letter P, it doesn't make a big popping noise. It makes it sound really soft. So that is my setup, and I also separated my microphone from my charger on purpose because if those two wires cross, you get static. So that keeps them separated. So essentially, this is the setup right here. Got a table. I have the Stellar Diva ring light. I'm obsessed. I've got this box, it's about 12 inches high. I've got my computer with a cute cover I got on Amazon, which is unicorn, of course. I'm obsessed with unicorns. And that's my little shooting area. Now the beautiful thing is I can take this with me. I attach this to an extension cord down there. And so if I want to come and film, let's say over here, I just move it. And so now, see what I've done? I've given myself great light right on that wall. So super simple. And then I also have just a little desk here. I attached my microphone to this desk, not this desk, because when I had it attached to this desk, every time I typed on the keyboard to show something, this would vibrate. So I keep it independent of my work area. And I keep a notebook, a pen, extra microphones in case my mic goes down when I'm live, my phone. These are just these are adorable. They're from my friend Tina. They're just like these adorable coasters. I'm like, these are so cute. This one says, just a girl boss building her empire. I know, aren't those so cute? And then I've got my favorite pens here. My favorite brand of pen, if we're being honest, let me put this down so you can see it, is the Papermate Flare. I mean there's no better pen in the world. It's this right here, that's it. So I keep those around too. And then of course I drink a smoothie every day. So this is my little work area, and the only downside is I do have to make my bed every day, and I like it to look real nice and fluffy, so I have to make my bed every day. That's my daughter's little animal, meow, on the bed. But you know what? It's good because actually this is a good soundproof. The fact that the bed is fabric, that is good for soundproofing. We can shoot this light on it. Ooh, this could even be, some people film their YouTube videos from a bed. I could literally sit here. Hey, it's Michelle Cunningham broadcasting live from my bedroom. That's right, I'm so organized. Make my bed every day. I'm an exceptional human being. Anyway, that's my tour of my new 2-bedroom apartment room. And there is another room. That's my office. I'm sorry, that's my husband's office and the kids' bedroom. And we have bunk beds arriving. So it's been comical. But if you're wondering why, tell me, Michelle, why are you in a 2-bedroom apartment? What happened? I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so if you're like, Michelle, why on earth are you in a 2-bedroom apartment? What happened? I'm really concerned about you. Okay, it's a good story. So what happened is there was this thing called coronavirus, don't know if you've heard of it, but it's kind of this thing that went around the world and is probably still going around depending on when you're watching this video. Well, that happened, and I said to my husband, who also works from home like I do, I was like, honey, we live here in Ohio. It's May. It's like May 12th, and it's still snowing. Have you ever thought that maybe we could live somewhere warmer, like maybe North Carolina where my mom lives? He's like, yeah, we have been thinking about that. I'm like, how about this? Do you mind if I get the house ready and we just maybe sell it? He's like, okay, you want to do that? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, I'm on board, let's do it. So I get the house ready. I go from super messy house. Check out these before photos. I'm showing you the before photos that we had a decorator, a stager come in because my realtor came in my house and was a little bit horrified because there was stuff everywhere, which I didn't even notice the stuff because I was so busy, being busy, that I wasn't paying attention. Well, either way, she came in and she did not tell me this, but she was taking pictures of things in my home that horrified her. These are the photos, yeah. She was horrified. And she told me after the fact, after I cleaned up this mess, she said, I went home that night after talking to you, and I took my hands like this, and I put my face on the back patio table, and I just rested my head on the table there. And my husband said, how did your appointment go with your new client? And she said, oh, this family, they have lived very, very well in this home. 15 years, I mean, they've just basically destroyed the home. And I'm like, okay, chill, it wasn't that bad. But either way, maybe she wasn't wrong. But either way, I'm in denial of some sorts. So she tells him that, and then so she says, here's what you need to do. You need to paint everything gray. You need new carpet. You need to redo the kitchen floor. You need to clean up everything. You have too much stuff in this house. You have to get rid of it. You need to put it in storage. So I listen to her. I do everything she says. And I make the house look like this. These are the after photos. I know, thank you. I know, I did this. It was a lot of work, but I did it, okay? So then we list the house and we're like, it'll be no big deal. Like, we don't want to really move till like 6 months from now. Well, the first day we list the house, we get an offer, like a full price offer. And we listed our house. If you're like, oh man, you must have underpriced it. No, there was the same model house in our neighborhood that listed a day before ours. Same size, same everything. That was $125,000 less. Just to, give you a little, right? So we put ours on the market because it looks kind of pretty, right? I redid the bathrooms, did all this stuff. And so we get an offer that day. And the next day we get a full price over list offer by $2,000 and another full price offer, which then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so good at fixing up really messy houses. Like, hello, give me a crown. I could teach this to people, which, hey, maybe that could be a course one day. But either way, I figured out how to sell houses and I figured out how to redo bathrooms really inexpensively, and I just like churn and burn, okay? So that's what happened. So then they were like, okay, we need to move in. We need to move into your house on August, whatever it was, 24th or something. And I was like, oh shoot. So we go to North Carolina. Like the day they gave us the offer, we're in North Carolina because we're like, we should find a house. And when we get the offer and then we get the 2 more offers, we're like, we really need to buy a house. So we impulsively purchased our home. And so it was the model. And of course, who wouldn't want the model, right? We walk in and it's like, she's like, when you buy this model, you get to keep the area rugs. You get to keep the artwork. You also get to keep all the upgraded lighting and all the upgrades throughout the house. And like the price of the house was like should have been priced higher, really. But I wasn't gonna tell her that, that's a secret. So we decide impulsively in the kitchen of this home, we should buy this home because there was people outside waiting, and the day before the lot that we wanted suddenly sold in like 2 hours. And then we're like, shoot, the stuff is gonna go and this house will be gone. And so we impulsively buy this home. And then so as we're signing it, we're like, when can we move in? She's like, well, we still have to sell like 39 more homes. So sometime in the next 9 months. Sometime in the next 9 months. So I'm like, oh, no problem. Sometime in the next 9 months. So that's all we know. So we got an apartment for 6 months, and then I don't know where I'm gonna live. So the cool thing about videos you see in this year of me, I could be living in a camper. I could be homeless. I could be in a car. Right now I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment. So anyway, I love a good adventure. So right now we're on an adventure and it's so fun. And if you're like, that all makes sense. Why she's in a 2-bedroom apartment, that's essentially what happened. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration on how to organize your place if it's really super small. And if you'd like to see my old office, I put a link in the description below where I can show you how to organize, if you have a whole room to make your office, I show you how to organize that. And I also put in the comments if you would like the Yes Queen card. Let me show it to you again. I mean, who wouldn't want this? Just say, give me the card. I want the card. Just write it in the comments. I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm randomly gonna send it to you. I live above Trader Joe's, so I can go get unlimited amounts of these and send them to people. And I don't know about you, but I want someone to send me this card. It's a really great card. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.